Life is always find a way to challenge us. In the last 2 months, I've been paralyzed by my fear. I didn't do any creative works because I was bombarded by the feeling of not good enough and apathy. The not good enough feeling is secretly lingering in the background of my mind, just like a ghost. It is invisible but annoying and debilitating. I dislike it, but I don't know what to do. I've been healing myself since my divorce, and somehow I reached a plateau. The fear was imprisoning me. I felt paralyzed. My mind kept telling me that I'm not that good, and therefore I'm a failure. It is crazy what our minds tells us. Everybody has an internal war, especially during this pandemic. All fears are rising up to the surface. All of the shadow stuff that we hide in the basement of our psyche is coming up. I distract the fear. I was running from myself because it is too stressful to deal with. I know I have to do something. I need to loosen the grip of the fear gradually. Journaling, my thinking process, is very helpful to express my feeling. I knew that fear is the projection of our shadow that we haven't dealt with. To overcome fear, we must study it. We need to see the fear and the roots from every angle. We need to go back to the past to get the full picture. In my case, it rooted in my primary year, where I was struggling to get good grades, and it continued until adulthood, where I always felt that I was no good at all, no matter what I did. I used to think that I was stupid because I have no interest at all in academic things. The label stupid has become my identity that governs my life and makes me hate myself. The trauma imprinted so deep in my subconscious, and it became my shady filter to see the world. This has been my biggest hindrance until now, more harder than healing from my divorce. Fear is the indication that we lose our faith in God, or whatever you want to call it. When we lose our faith, we also gave our power away. That is why fear makes us hopeless and stuck. The first step is always to acknowledge the fear. Lay the fear on the table so that we can observe it. Feel the fear without judgment or creating mind-made drama. This is the hardest part because it is very uncomfortable. The purpose is to cultivate an awareness that we are not the fear. We are not what our mind tells us. We can't trust our own mind, especially when we are out of balance. This practice has to be a skill we need to master, just like any other skill. It may not solve the problem immediately, but it will build a solid rock foundation for our own healing. Patience and faith are the fuel for our own self-mastery. Self-mastery is the most underrated skill in this world. After I observed my fear a million times, I know that the voice that whispers that I'm not good enough is a part of me that I haven't loved yet. It is easy to love others, but it is very hard to love the fear and the dark side of ourselves. I'm humbled by this fear and these 2 months of procrastination. Finally, I'm able to love a part of myself that I always denied. There is always a beautiful lessons behind every dark times. Fear is truly the number one human's obstacle. No one is free from fear no matter how successful they are. It is not to be denied, rejected, or abandoned. Fear holds the key to our freedom and happiness. Can you imagine to live a life that we don't need an escape from? We use food, work, external activities, alcohol to escape from our own self. We are prolonging our own suffering by running away from facing our own darkness. Please know that you are always on the right path no matter how bad is the situation right now. I know it is hard and we feel lonely sometimes. Use the pain as an opening to self-awareness, therefore an opportunity to a happier life. Practice self-awareness. Be the observer for the fear and the pain without judgment. Make this your daily habit, and then you will find that the better it gets, the better it gets.